Hello, I am going to demonstrate for you a Cheetah hack so that you can see our 3D cream makeup in action. Cheetah, you're going to quickly learn why it's called that after you see how I apply it. And hack stands for highlight and contour. So when you send those selfies in to get color matched, I will custom color match you to the colors specific for you. These are our cream highlights. It's like a fancy word for foundation and concealer. And this is your contour. Lip and cheek, and that's an illuminator. We'll get to all of that. This is a 12D compact, so it has 2 layers that holds. So I like to do all my creams in one layer and then all my powders in another. So as I talk and explain, I'll go ahead and start doing my demonstration. And I'm first going to start with my contour. And that is this dark one that looks like a bar of chocolate. And you're gonna get these colors and look at them online and think, I'm crazy. Because they look so dark, or they might not look like your skin tone at all. But trust the process. It is a little bit difficult to do a color match virtually, and that's why I'm so picky about the right lighting for a selfie. So forgive me if I asked you for several selfies to get the right lighting. But as I go, let me explain. I'm applying my contour right under my chin, my jawline here, and that will just give you that chiseled look. So you're gonna add your contour anywhere where you would like a natural shadow, or where natural shadows already occur. So I'm gonna put it along my forehead here. And if yours is wider, the contour is going to create a shadow to make it look not as wide. So if you have a really wide or tall forehead, then you might want to come down a little more. If you have a wide one, then you might want to do a little more out here. So just play around and see what's best for you. If you have a wide face, you're going to want to do along the sides here a little more as well. Contour is going to add that natural shadow into your face, because our faces are 3-dimensional. So we want to keep that shadow and keep that dimension and not put one blank color of foundation all over our face, because we're not 1-dimensional. So your highlights and your contours are gonna give you that 3D effect back. The highlights are your foundation, like I said. You're not gonna layer anything on. These will provide the coverage that you need. So I've done my forehead, I've done under my jaw, and now I'm doing my cheekbone. So you want to do right under your cheekbone. You want to do from about the top of your ear and towards the middle of your pupil. So don't go too far in and don't go too low, or it's really going to draw your face out. This is like a push-up bra for your cheeks. So you want to sit right under that bone and even play around. You might even like it placed right on the bone instead of right under. Same thing on this side. So you just feel around in there and then follow that jawline or cheekbone and go right underneath it. And it automatically, this is going to be slimming for your face, and it's going to sculpt those cheekbones out. So just with contour alone, you can slim your face. I actually had one of my customers, after she did her hack, her highlight and contour, once she got her makeup, she walked out of her bathroom and her husband said, "Looks like you just got a facelift. What did you do?" We were like, yes, she did it right, apparently. So now I'm just going down either side of my nose. You want to do it pretty thin so that it thins that out instead of widens it. And again, lots of different ways to contour your nose. You can play around with that, but I'm just going on either side of the bridge of my nose and a little bit right under there. So that is it for my contour. When I'm not talking, I can do this in under 5 minutes. So basically, you're going across your forehead, down to under your cheekbone and under your jawline. You can even think of it as the number 3, and then either side of your nose. Super simple. Now I'm gonna do my brightening highlight. For me, it is Sunlit, and it's this yellow, scary looking one, and it goes on pretty yellow as well, but again, we're just going to trust the process. So you can think of this as your concealer. This is what's going to give you that 3D glow, the light bulb effect in the center. You're gonna glow from within. You're gonna go up a little higher. So what we've learned before is under our eyes to brighten and conceal any of the under eye circles or darkness. But we don't just want like that raccoon bright look. What you want to do to get the rest of that glow is bring it down to a triangle like this. So under the eye and then a pie shape down to the outside of your nose. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it on the sides of my nose as well. So I have a little bit of coverage there because I have a little bit of redness. So this is what we refer to as our brightening highlight, and that's going to do under your eyes and the pie shape down. And then now I'm going to do my T-zone. And are you seeing why it's called a cheetah hack? Because of all the dots everywhere. So T-zone, and then bring it all the way down. And that's it. So I now have my contour on. Let me darken that a little bit there so you can still see it. I have my contour, the darker one, and now I have my brightening highlight. And the last one I'm going to do is my main highlight, my main shade. And that's pretty much going to go everywhere else that I don't have anything except for my cheek color. So it really is like paint by number for adults. Everything has its own spot. Nothing is getting layered or caked on. It is a cream, but it doesn't feel heavy because everything has its own spot. And you can control the amount that you put on. It's buildable coverage. So like for me, some of my sunspots here, this will cover. So my main shade is going along my jawline here where I would grow a beard basically, right in through here. And then the only spots that is left is right up here between my contour and my brightening. So it's kind of like a rainbow on my forehead and down on the sides here. So all that is left is this little strip here for my cheek color. And I have a couple options, but I'm going to choose Black Cherry. And it looks really dark, again, just like some of these do, and it's scary, but you just trust the process. Black Cherry looks really dark, but it goes on so pretty. And it's actually a gloss. So I was a little skeptical about using a gloss for my cheek at first, but everything blends in so beautifully. So this is Black Cherry. I'm placing it just above the line of my contour. And then as you do this, if you do the Cheetah Hack method instead of using brushes, which I'll show a full demonstration on that tomorrow of how to do the brushes, it's best if you put it on and your skin warms it up a little bit, so it's going to blend even more. So this is the magic. I'm going to use our blush and bronzer brush to blend all of this in, all with one side. So it only picks up the color that it last touched. And I'm just going to go ahead and start as I talk. But this is my favorite brush. Again, it's called the Blush and Bronzer. And I'm using it for far more than just blush and bronzer, obviously. So underneath here, I'm pulling down and just blending that in. These creams, it really is foolproof. It's amazing how they blend. They're so forgivable. And now, this is just all going to blend together. So if you use this side, it's more like a medium coverage. And if you use this other end, this big loose end, it's more like a light coverage or a natural finish. So all of the colors blend together. I'm going to do this right in here last, just so I'm careful not to overblend. And make sure up here that you go into your hairline so that you don't want a line right here. And the magic happens right before your very eyes. So I already do have my eyes done. Speaking of eyes, and then right underneath here, and I'll share with you my eye colors as soon as I'm done. And see how it looked so yellow, but it is just blending right in, especially if you have any purpleness or under eye circles. Sunlit is beautiful. So when you send me your selfie, I take all of this into consideration. What your skin tone is, whether you're cool or warm or neutral, what the color of your skin. I also look at your eyebrows when I determine your contour, because you can use your contour to fill and shape your eyebrows as well. So everything is very versatile. You can even use your contour as an eyeshadow on your lower lid. You can line your lips with it. You can use it as an eyeliner. So look how it's all blending together. Let me get my nose blended in here. So this, like I said, is called the Cheetah HAC. This is one method of applying by using your finger and putting dots all over and then blending it all in with the blush and bronzer brush. We do have other brush options as well, and I'll be going over all of those tomorrow. This is hands down my favorite one, and I do highly recommend getting one of our brushes. They are made for cream makeups. They are a game changer for sure. I tried to get away when I first ordered. I tried to get away without using them. No dice. They are game changers. So right here where I do my contour, you want to push up. You don't want to bring it down. You want to push up because, like we said, it's like a push-up bra for your cheeks. And look how all of that just blends together. So pretty. And I do like more of a lighter coverage finish. So after I blend all that in, I'm going to go back with this side and just give a light layer all over. And then we'll go ahead and put my lip color on, and I'm going to use the same color that I used on my cheeks. So you use the same color on your cheeks as you do on your lips. And we do have matte colors and we have glosses, so you can let me know which one you prefer. But again, I'm going into that right here, black cherry. Just going to use my finger. Like I said, we do have brushes to apply. I much prefer applying with brushes. It's just a lot quicker for me and easier to blend. But I'd say it's probably 50-50. I have so many customers and other teammates that love doing the Cheetah HAC. So it's all in what you prefer. That's it. So this is what I used. I still want to go back and show you the illuminator. But so far, what I have on my face, this is my contour, my main highlight, which is the color of most of my skin, and then I did a brightening highlight right in the center where that glow is, and that's sort of like your concealer. That's the old school way of doing everything. This is the new way. The concealer and your main shade, those are your foundation. That's what gives you the coverage that you need, and it's buildable and customizable to what you want. Now, these are the eyeshadows that I did, and now I just want to show you, this is Photoshop, which is one of our powder illuminators. And I'm just going to use my finger. You're going to do this right above your cheekbone. And that is what gives you, this is an illuminator. It's what gives you that soft glow right above your cheekbone. It's hard to show up on camera, but especially when you turn back and forth. Our powder ones, you can also use as an eyeshadow. So I love the versatility of all of our products. So you can see it when I turn back and forth. Just gives that soft glow. Let me rub that in just a little bit. And then you can also do right above your, or right under your brow bone. And also you can go right down your nose, your Cupid's bow. And then you can even change the color of your lipstick. If you add that like right in the center, it'll give a little more of a shimmer to it if that's what you prefer. My flyaways are driving me crazy. My daughter calls them Patricias. So I don't know why or where that came from, but I've got some crazy Patricias going on here. But that is it. So you would need a compact, if you did the basic, of your main highlight, your brightening highlight, your contour, and your lip and cheek color. Those four alone would be $61, and then you get host credit towards a compact, a compact that you could purchase. You could pick one that's bigger and leave yourself room to grow, or you could pick one that just has four. So lots of choices. I will show you really quickly. As I said, with our contour, you can use it to shape and fill your brows. This is our line brush, but I do match it to your shade as well. And I'll just do a real quick one here. I never messed with my brows before, ever, 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 because they're darker than my hair, because obviously my hair is not naturally blonde. And I didn't want to like feature them or spotlight them, so I just left them alone because I didn't know what to do. But I've learned that just touching them up a little bit with using my contour, filling and shaping them, really helps complete the look. It frames your face and really just sets everything off. So that little bit of time and it finishes everything. So if you are an oily girl, we do have our perfector sponge. You could actually blend your whole face after doing a Cheetah hack with this, or if you're an oily girl, or if it's the beginning and you put too much on, you can always dampen your perfector sponge and dab off any excess that you need. And this also gives you a really flawless finish, like an airbrushed finish to blur all of that together. So lots of options, but send me those selfies if you haven't yet, and you'll get your color match back, and hopefully after seeing how it all blends and how beautiful it is, if you see this online and think, what in the world? After seeing this demonstrated, you'll think, okay, maybe she's not crazy. So hopefully you'll trust me and send that in, and I'll get your color match back to you if you haven't already, and we'll get you started on this journey. So thank you for watching. Let me know any questions you have at all if you comment or message me, and I will get right back to you. Thank you.